What's going on, guys? Static here, and welcome back to another episode of Haven. Now, between the last episode and today's episode, I've been extremely busy doing a lot of menial tasks around the island. As you can see, for example, there are no trees left on Haven at all, aside from the one that I'm standing on here. Now, the reason why I didn't chop down the one that I'm standing on is because there were a couple of these giant trees over this side of the island here, and I've found that the easiest way to chop these down, at least for me anyway, is to jump all the way up to the top of the tree, so dirt stack up, for example, and then cut your way down from the top, taking out all the wood that you can find. And so I was doing that with these trees, and I stood on top of this one and looked out over the island without any trees, and the sun was setting over this way as well, and I got to tell you, it was quite a view. And so I decided I would keep this tree. I don't know, it was like the viewing tree or something. As well as the logging and stuff that we did over here, I also went down into the chasm and did a whole heap of caving and found some abandoned mine shafts, and actually came across a couple of slimes. And so while I was doing this, even though they were menial tasks, believe it or not, I was having some of the most fun I've had in Minecraft for a long time. It sort of made me realize that a lot of the videos that I've been putting out recently, and mainly in the way of LPs and that kind of thing, have been sort of missing out on the main point of Minecraft, or the real heart of Minecraft, I guess you'd say. Being an LPer, there is a lot of performance pressure on you to actually create stuff every episode, but I feel that makes you, or forces you, to miss out on a lot of the important aspects of the game, so like the caving and the menial tasks. I mean, they are part of the game, a big part of Minecraft. Now, the problem is, you obviously can't include things like this in LPs, that they don't make for very good footage, but I want to try and give you guys the full experience of Haven. So I came up with an idea that I've kind of dubbed the Spelunk Chunk. I thought it was quite an apt name, and I figure instead of explaining what the Spelunk Chunk is, I may as well just dive right into it and show you guys, and give this one a go, give it a watch through, and if you enjoy it, let me know. If you don't, also let me know, and yeah, if you guys don't like it, we probably won't do it anymore, but I just thought it was a cool idea, so here we go. In this week's Spelunk Chunk, I logged the forest, but completely forgot to record, and then straight away felt the need for some caving. The need for some extra dirt to fill in the smile hole over at the farm led to the accidental discovery that the chasm connects to the cave by my base. A couple of slime balls at the bottom of the cave made me think it would be a good idea to explore, so I jumped down and did a bunch of mining, and even came across some diamond, which, as you can see, I was pretty happy about. Lots of mobs tried to take advantage of my distractedness, including 2 extra sneaky creepers, and even my old mate the ninja creeper. But the random mob attacks weren't all bad, as I found a random drop or 2 along the way, and even had an epic slow-mo battle with an enderman. Despite another sneaky creeper trying to ruin my flawless victory. The deeper I went, the more signs of and actual slimes I saw. Tracking some of the slimes led me to an abandoned mine shaft, more slimes, and then jackpot. Weighed down with minerals and slime balls, and liking this spot for a future slime farm, I dug straight up and marked the shaft with some cobblestone and some signs. Wasn't until this point that I realised where I actually was, and as you can see, I had a pretty good laugh about it. Quickly stashed the loot that I'd got from my spelunking session, and then went to work. And work essentially meant planting sugarcane. Lots and lots of sugarcane, as well as feeding the animals some mood food to bolster their numbers, and then it was time for the real work. I took a quick happy snap of the smile hole just for old time's sake, collected all of the sand so it didn't go to waste, and then lowered the farm area by 1 block just to get some more dirt to fill in the hole. After filling in the smile hole, there was only one task left on my to-do list, and that was to map the island. And of course some random dancing for anyone who watched the entire Spelunk Chunk. And there you go, guys. Now you're back up to speed with what's been happening on Haven. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just wanted to cover one other really quick housekeeping thing, and that's the seed of Haven. Now, I've been getting a lot of people asking me for the seed, and I do plan on giving that out at some stage, but I still want to keep it to myself just for a little while. And so at the moment, what I'm planning is for the 10th episode special, I'm planning on releasing the seed then, as well as most likely a second seed for another island that I found. Found another island comparable in size to Haven, only this one is completely jungle. So yeah, keep that in mind for the 10th episode special, guys. That's when I'll be releasing the seed of Haven. Anyway, let's get into today's episode. And so what I was thinking for today, I've been trying to think of what the most, I guess you'd say, important task for us to tackle on Haven was. And that, for me, is the food situation. The food situation sort of stands out because aside from a few steaks that I've got left over, like the ones in my hotbar and about 10 more in my my storage area there, I've only got five cows left. So I know that seems like a lot of food, but when you're running around, and trust me, I do run around quite a bit, and caving and whatever else, that runs out very quickly. And so my thought is the first thing that I should get going is a farm. And so we're going to grab a couple of things really quickly. Now for the farm, I want it to be a pretty much a be-all and end-all of farming. Like as far as livestock, for example, and plants. I don't think I'll be growing trees at the farm though. I think I might have an apple orchard or I think it's an arbory. I think that's what a tree growing place is called. But I'll have one of those elsewhere on the island, and I already had a workbench there. I didn't need one. But I mean, like, I plan on making automated cactus farms, automated. What else can we make automated? Well, we plan on making a cactus farm, as I've said, a wheat farm, a sugarcane farm, some animal farms, as I've mentioned, a smurf for getting seeds and the roses and the yellow flowers, melon farm, a pumpkin farm, and as well as the farms, we want to have a storage house and a farmhouse, so somewhere for us to sleep if it gets nighttime. And so this is the area that I cleared out for our farm. So I'll get up high so you can see the area that we're dealing with. So this is the amount of space that I'm allotting us for the a massive chunk area over there. See if we can see anything useful. It looks just like the seabed, really. Yeah, so in this little area here, we need to fit all the farms as well as the farmhouse. And so I've been trying to think of what I want to do in terms of orientation of the place. And I've been thinking, we've got this little open area in the ground over here, and what this is, it's a little entrance to a cave. This is the cave that I was most recently exploring down, and it's quite a decent cave. It connects up to a little chute that I've got out the front of our house, and I do want to kind of keep some sort of access to this. So what I'm thinking we might do is we might build the farmhouse on top of this area, and have this as like a basement level or something like that, where you can get access down into this cave. And then we'll have the farms, if I can get up nice and quickly and show you what I'm thinking. And we'll have the farms, so we'll have the farmhouse around about here, sort of thing. And then I think we'll have farms all around the sides, like so. And probably with a pathway out this way. So you'll enter the farm through here, and then there'll be farms all along the sides and the farmhouse over there. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Now, as I said, I do plan on having animal farms and cactus farms and the like over here. And at the moment, I don't have any cactus. So I'm thinking that should be our first order of business today. But before we do that, I'm just going to really quickly get some wheat growing. I do have an absolute ton of bones, which I could use to bone meal this wheat, grow it quicker. But I think I'll just start by... oops. Yeah, I think that'll do. So we'll let this... Wow, that wheat's growing really quickly. We'll let this wheat grow here for a little while, and that way the wheat will be there for when we get back, so we'll be able to breed and lead the animals in the pen over there. We want to lead them over to the farm over this way, and then once we've got them over here, we'll figure out where we want to stick them. So now that that's growing, I think what I'm going to do is get some wood, and we're going to make a boat and go have a look around the island, see if we can find... I'm pretty sure there was a desert island very close by. And we've got our map with us as well, so we can update the map as we go. So there we go, there's our island at the moment. And so yeah, we want to try and find that desert island if I wasn't just seeing things. A lot of nice caves down there, it looks like. Massive cave system there. I'm going to have to remember that one, I think. Yeah, so I was pretty sure that I saw a desert island somewhere nearby. And there we go, there we go. I see a cactus already. Well, this is going to be a very short trip. But we'll still see what kind of an island we've got over here. I'm hoping it's only just a small island, to be honest. I don't want to have mainland that close to Haven, just because it kind of defeats the purpose of living on an island if you can sail 2 seconds over to mainland. It looks like wow, there's a lot of squid. It looks like there's just a bunch of tiny little sand islands, which is good. This means I've got a source of sand, although this is quite a big sand island. Let's see, what's the map looking like? This looks almost like mainland to me. I hope not. It looks like we've got a couple of little open lakes in the middle of this thing and a patch of lava, little surface lava. Yeah, this is definitely mainland. Well, that's a real shame. I was hoping to have to sail for quite a bit to find mainland, but I guess we've got jungle on our doorstep, which is always handy, and that sounds to me like a zombie spawner as well. Chicken? Awesome. Now, I don't... Did I pick up the egg? I think the egg despawned just as I got to it. I don't want to have to lead animals across the ocean, so hopefully... hopefully I can find some more eggs. Wow, there's a lot of animals. Look at all the cows stuck in the tree. I think that might just be 2 cows, but man, that looks weird. I'll kill these 2 before they run away. And the sheep looks eager for death as well. Oh, Enderman. See if we can get his attention. No, he don't want any piece of us. But let's see if we can... No, he's gone. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a spawner to me. So as I was saying, sorry, I know I'm pretty distractible. I don't want to have to cart these animals across the ocean if I don't have to. I know that with the pigs, I'm not going to have much choice because I can't really get pig eggs. But with the chickens, I think if I just collect a few chickens every time I come over to this island, that should be plenty. Now, I totally forgot that in 1.3 we've got these cocoa bean plants. So I might have to grab some of those as well. But as you can see, it's starting to get night time. So I might have to head back in just a moment. I can't resist exploring. It's so much fun. Except the jungles, it is very difficult to find you. Oh, apple. I told you guys, I'm like an ADD squirrel. Now, what was I saying? That's right, it's getting night time, so I think I want to just grab a couple of things really quickly. So grab some cocoa beans while I'm here. And then I'm gonna get to my boat, there it is. And we're gonna sail back to Haven and get some cactus on the way. Alright. So 1 egg is a start. Hopefully we can get a chicken out of this. I know the chances are extremely slim. Actually, we'll grab some cactus before we head back. Now we might have to fight some mobs here, I think, because it is getting dark very quickly. And there goes my boat. Brilliant. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to fight some mobs here. We'll light up a little bit of a safe area. Now, I know mobs can't spawn within 24 blocks, guys, but always nice to have a little bit of a safe area to retreat to. And all I can see at the moment is this creeper, so I think we can take him out. This is that knockback sword that I made. Oh well. Free sand, I guess. I swear creepers have gotten a lot more short-tempered. They seem to explode a lot quicker and a lot closer, and I think that's kind of owing mostly to the integration of single player with multiplayer. Alright, I think that should be plenty of cactus for now. The beauty of making farms is that you can grow more very easily. I was hoping to get him jump on the cactus there. Just kill this zombie. I want my XP. And we're going to hightail it out of here. Oh, so many mobs. Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with this. So we're going to get out of here as quickly as we can. We do need to make another boat though, so I'm going to have to head back to the jungle and get some jungle wood. This is so... Actually, no, I did bring some wood with me, didn't I? I was smart. So I was so used to going on little adventures and completely forgetting to bring wood, so... let's make sure that creeper isn't interested in us. And let's see, we've got a crafting table, and I might actually leave that here, because I have a feeling I'll be coming to these jungle ruins quite a bit. Sorry, not the jungle ruins, the jungle. I mean, I'd love to see some jungle ruins there, but honestly, I don't think I'm quite that lucky. Alright, so we need to now head back to Haven, and I know it's... Wow, it's an interesting way of swimming there, squid. Honestly, what is wrong with this squid? I didn't think they're supposed to be up this high, but... Oh, could be wrong. So let's check out that map. Just make 100% certain that we're heading in the right direction. And that was weird. Okay, face... Why is the map not changing? That's really weird. I don't know if it's just laggy or what, but... Now I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm going the right way here. Wow, this is really strange. Maps seem to be extremely buggy when you're in a boat. Hey, creepers. But look, we're going in the right direction, and that's... let's be honest, that's the main thing. Even if the map does say we're going there sideways. Alright, so now that we've got cactus, and hopefully a chicken from that egg, we can start our farm. So I'll see you guys back at the island. Okay, so back on the island, and just like over at the jungle, there is mobs everywhere, so I'm going to really quickly hightail it to our base. And actually, I might pick on this Enderman really quickly. I'm pretty well armored up, and I want his ender pearls. But of course, that spider's going to interfere. Whoa, he hits hard. Gotcha. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to head back to our base. I think this is probably the quickest way to go. Wow, Endermen everywhere. Okay, I do want the the ender pearls, but we need to get back home. So, oh, what the hell? Spiders everywhere, man. Alright. And, almost. So close. Now we begin the long swim over to the bridge here. Now I did get quite a few, and by that I mean 2. I did get 2 video responses from people regarding the bridge. Thank you very much for sending those in. I do greatly appreciate those. And I will take the suggestions on board for the bridge, making it look a little bit better. For now though, it does the purpose, or serves the purpose, and it is only temporary, as I have mentioned. So for now, I will keep the bridge as is. Maybe between now and next episode, I might make the bridge look a little bit nicer. Okay, for now, I'm going to stash the map, simply because that is quite a valuable little item to me, even though, you know, you can make them pretty easily, but I don't want to have to make another one. Yeah, mostly just because I'm lazy. So now that that's out of the way, let's go and start planning out. Oh, we've got a pet creeper. Yeah, let's start planning out the farm. Man, that Enderman. Stop stealing my dirt, dude. Seriously. Alright, so I've made a little bit of a workstation here. So we've got a bed, and apparently you can only sleep at night, believe it or not. There's a workbench. We've got a chest with some stuff. Most of this stuff is just stuff that I was carrying when I made the little workstation, but I have brought over a couple of things that I thought we might need and taken away a few things that I didn't think we would. And this chest at the moment is empty. Now, so for the first thing that we want to do, I want to just really quickly plan out how much space we're going to use for the farmhouse. And now I know that we want to incorporate this mine shaft thing here into it as well. So I might just, because this part of the hole here is a little bit more shallow, I think I'll just fill that in. And over here, this is where we'll make the entrance down into that mine shaft. And so we want the house somewhere on top of this. And I'm thinking we might go from here out this way a little bit. Just gotta eyeball it a little. Yeah, I think that seems alright. And don't worry guys, we're not going to be making the farmhouse out of dirt. I just want to use dirt to plan first. So I think that far forward maybe. Don't want the farmhouse too big. This isn't going to actually be our house. It's just going to be, as the name suggests, a farmhouse. So we've got 4 blocks on that side, 3 on this side. Or we'll make it 4, otherwise that'll be annoying me constantly. And believe me, I will be able to tell. And yeah, out to there should be fine. Okay, so this is the space that we're going to use for our farmhouse. And I'll probably actually build the house between now and the next episode, simply because I'm, as I've mentioned, not very good with the whole creative thing. And so I don't want to be boring you guys while I try and figure out how to make the house look good. But that will be in next week's Spelunk Chunk, if you guys did enjoy that section of the video. Okay, so with the farmhouse as is, I'm thinking we want most of our farms maybe over this way, and then sort of branch them out around this way if we need to. Alright guys, so I've just quickly checked how much time we've got left for this episode, and we're already running pretty low on time. So I'm getting the feeling that this farm is going to probably be a bit of an extended project, so we will do work on it every now and then. But I want to get the first few little parts of the farm up and running, at least so I've got some food for the time being. And so I've been trying to think about what kind of farms I want to do. And although I could go the real technical route and have fully automated farms and like towers to the clouds and that kind of thing to get mass amounts of resources, I personally actually like the look of just the fields full of wheat and pumpkins and melons and all that kind of stuff. Although the redstoner in me does want to do some more technical farms as well. So I'm sort of thinking that what we might do is I might actually around sort of this way, so from here along the side up to about here, I'll probably do just your normal fields sort of style farm. So I have a field of wheat, field of melons, field of pumpkins, that kind of thing. I'm thinking over here we might have our animal pastures, so we might have one for cows, one for sheep, one for chickens, that kind of thing. And I'm thinking right back here, tucked behind the farmhouse itself, we might actually have a couple of high efficiency farms, so like a melon tower, a pumpkin tower, that kind of thing, just to just in case we want a quick hit of food or something like that. Or if we don't want to actually do the farming ourselves. But most of the time though, I do actually want to do the work myself, so I think it'll be nice to have the 2 options there. So for now, I think since we're running really low on time, what I might do is just what do we want? We want from here, we'll say, out to, I reckon about this far. Yeah, that looks good to me. So this is, run out of fences. So this is how far the fields are going to come out to, and they're going to be, yeah, about that long, I'd say. Maybe if I get rid of these two, and we can tuck that straight into this mountain over here, although not a mountain, it's nowhere near big enough to be a mountain, a little hillside or a little cliff or whatever. Okay, so that's looking pretty good for now. We'll have to fence off the back and make sure that any animals that are on the outside or mobs and stuff won't be able to get in, but I'll take care of that later on. Now, what do we want? We want, I know we at least want wheat and melons, so I'm thinking for wheat what we'll probably do is have a field of 3, and then we'll have a water stream running along that way, and then we'll do another field of 3, and probably one more like that, so another field of 3, since I do want to be eating a lot of bread as opposed to melons, since the bread does give you a higher saturation, but it does take a lot longer to grow, so we'll have the melons as sort of a backup. So that's the end of the wheat farm. Melon farm will probably go here, and what I think we'll do for that is we'll probably do a row of melons and a row of, no, actually no. Since we'll be spending most of our time on Haven, the melons will get a fair bit of time to grow, so I don't really need to worry too much about making it as efficient as possible. So like if I give the put melon stalks here, for example, and give them just this space here to grow the actual melons, even though they've only got one spot to grow it, and it will therefore take a lot longer to grow the melons completely, I think it will serve my purposes just fine. So we're going to have row of stalks, row of melons, then a row to walk down, row of melons, row of stalks, and then melons, row to walk down. So it's that stalks, melons, walk, melons, stalks, and then we'll probably close that off there, and that'll be our melon farm, just because we're running out of space. And then we'll do the same thing for the pumpkin farm. So we'll have stalk, pumpkin, walk, pumpkin, stalk. And that's the end of the farm. So we'll probably just chop that one off there. Yep, perfect. Alright, so I'll do that really quickly, and I'll see you guys in a moment. And there we have it, guys. Our first farms are finished, and as you can see, we're already starting to produce some watermelons and pumpkins, and the wheat's growing nicely as well. I did actually use bone meal on all the stalks here, and those two up the back. These are freshly planted melon stalks that you can see here. These ones I didn't have enough seeds for, so I've waited for watermelons to grow, and then I've turned the melon slices into seeds just to fill in the rest of the farm. I think those ones I'll just let grow naturally. I should get enough melons from the ones that I've got planted at the moment to keep me going for a fair while. Anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much all the time we're going to have for today's episode. Now, I know it's been a fair while between last episode and this one, and I do apologize for that, guys. I've been extremely busy, but I do intend to try, and emphasis on the word try there, guys. It's not a set in stone sort of thing, just something I'd like to get going. I want to try and start uploading videos on a schedule. And now Haven episodes are going to be uploaded or go live on Mondays. So that's Tuesday, 6 AM my time, which I believe is 3 PM American Eastern, I want to say. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really too good on the whole time differences thing. but I'll put up in the description what that would be GMT. And yeah, I want to try and make most of my shows a weekly thing, guys, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, as always, please feel free to show that like button some love, and I will see you guys next time.